Yeah! Ciao Gio!
Ciao Sebo!
Buona giornata! Ciao a tutti! Scusateci per il ritardo, ovviamente
sì.
siamo decisamente molto in ritardo.
Ci siamo attardati al ristorante.
Come il peggiore degli amici a cui di solito dici sempre mezz'ora prima dell'appuntamento perché arriva sempre noi siamo quelli lì oggi, abbiate pazienza, abbiamo avuto
ordinato troppe
qualche
pietanze.
Problema tecnico eccetera. Comunque sì, eccoci
non ci
qua.
Portavano le forchette.
13 ottobre 2025 d.C. te la spacco quella chitarra, anche oggi ci siamo e siamo reduci, non solo io e Joe, ma tutta la grandissima famiglia di Rocker TV, dal bellissimo party che abbiamo fatto sabato sera alla cattedrale di Cusano Milanino per festeggiare
festa.
Il quarto compleanno di Rocker TV e il compleanno del nostro Deus Ex Machina Mario Riso.
Di cosa stiamo parlando?
Eccolo qua.
E andiamo, come direbbe lui.
Ecco, è stata una bellissima festa dove hanno suonato tra le altre anche delle band che abbiamo scoperto, infatti scoprire grazie a Niva, e tutte band super validissime, ci siamo divertiti tantissimo.
Ospiti, tanti ragazzi che sono venuti a
poi la jam session di The Band è stato bellissimo, con torta finale, per cui super
torta in faccia, no?
È stato un bellissimo weekend.
Poi hanno suonato anche i ragazzi della crew di Rocker TV, ragazzi,
certo, tutti quanti.
Elisa, la nostra Elisa al basso,
esatto, Brex alla batteria, capito? Il nostro contingente video on stage, fantastico.
Bello,
bene,
è stata una bellissima serata.
E oggi ci apprestiamo a fare una puntata strafighissima e molti di voi sapranno già chi è l'ospite di oggi, però aspettiamo, centelliniamo la cosa e partiamo come al solito con un video di sfasciamento.
Questo
chitarra.
fa male al cuore, io vi avviso,
poi...
non so, mettetevi come si dice, la benda sugli occhi, le mani, non guardate, girate la testa.
Prego, regia.
They go in and take this bulldozer and just bulldoze these guitars, I guess just tread over these guitars, literally destroying them. This is kind of hard to watch, to be honest with you. And if you listen to the audio of it, you can hear them just crunching and thinking like, man, that guitar is worthless. It was worth something a second ago. Now it's worthless. On Trogley's guitar show, he showed that he counted 324 different guitars that were destroyed. Man, it just keeps on going. It's a 3-minute video of all these guitars just getting smashed by this thing.
Insomma, Gio diceva fa male al cuore. In effetti erano veramente tanti.
Il bulldozer sulle chitarre.
Queste chitarre tra l'altro
vedere.
erano delle Gibson e sono state distrutte proprio dalla Gibson perché erano i cosiddetti neanche B-stock, delle chitarre che comunque non dovevano essere messe in commercio, e per essere certi che per qualche motivo non finissero in vendita,
hanno chiamato un loro amico del cantiere, ha detto puoi venire un attimo col bulldozer,
cioè
che
Mishka il bulldozer
sopra...
insomma hanno fatto questa scena, però hanno voluto fare questo video veramente sadico.
Posso dire che la chitarra impigliata nei cingoli fa veramente male, veramente
terribile.
Nonostante il nome della nostra trasmissione, noi siamo ancora delle persone sensibili.
Esatto. Nonostante Joe abbia un numero di chitarre ben superiore a quelle che avete visto distruggere, però comunque
ma tu mi fai un sacco di pubblicità. Un giorno l'altro faremo un museo,
veramente, il Joe Frigo Guitar Museum. Allora andiamo subito nella prima rubrica. Novità. Oggi non ne abbiamo tante perché volevamo lasciare più spazio a quello che succede dopo, ma abbiamo sempre da dirvi qualcosa, per cui Guitar News. Vai. Ed eccoci di nuovo in studio, come dicono al telegiornale, no?
Certo, io come solito mi faccio aiutare dal mio bigino. Vedi,
ma abbiamo due news, Gio.
Ma io lo faccio per far vedere, vedi, l'adesivo qua di Rocker.
Giustamente.
Che
la pubblicità occulta.
Bravo,
insomma, mica troppo occulta.
Che tra l'altro potete trovare naturalmente sempre anche sul sito di Rocker
TV, gli adesivi,
le nostre magliette.
Ovviamente le magliette di Te la spacco con la chitarra finalmente potranno essere vostre.
Queste grandi magliette che troverete dove le troveremo?
In quella che è la prima news, ASHG Music Show, dove non potete mancare. L'1 e il 2 di novembre ci sarà questa bellissima manifestazione dedicata a tutti noi chitarristi, ma quest'anno anche ai batteristi.
Esatto, tutto un piano di batteristi. E tra l'altro sia i batteristi che i chitarristi, nella strada di... Qualcuno mi ha suggerito questo piano d'azione per, diciamo, questi 2 giorni che coincidono con il weekend dei morti, quello che si dice. Uno prima passa dal cimitero, fa il suo dovere,
E poi si sente autorizzato a comprare una chitarra nuova.
Come si dice, con l'anima in pace, come si dice,
vai, si compra una chitarra SHG. Ma non solo, se uno dice no, una chitarra, non ho i soldi per comprare la chitarra, sicuramente il budget per la maglietta di te la spacco quella chitarra, o i batteristi salveranno il mondo, ci sarà.
Se proprio dobbiamo.
Altrimenti potete sicuramente andare sul sito di Rocker TV e nell'area dedicata al merch potete acquistare assolutamente tutti questi fantastici, non gadget, questi indumenti di classe. Come
fatti dai nostri amici della Bros Print.
Esatto.
Tra l'altro.
Esatto.
Bene.
Benissimo. Seconda e ultima news di oggi. Tempo fa, non tanto tempo fa, una nota azienda italiana ma super internazionale che è IK Multimedia ha rilasciato un aggiornamento molto figo per il suo Tonex. Cioè hanno catturato il suono di uno dei chitarristi più conosciuti al mondo, cioè Eddie Van Halen per noi italiani, e hanno praticamente diviso questi capturing in 3 ere, cioè 78-79 quando è uscito Van Halen 1, ok? Poi 80-81 e 82-84, perché in quegli anni lì, in soli 6 anni, Van Halen ha avuto una trasformazione del suo suono, per cui hanno fatto proprio dei capturing separati e addirittura hanno fatto uscire questi Tonex, il Tonex quello piccolino diciamo, in 3 colori diversi, bianco, rosso e giallo, che erano un po', eccoli qua, che erano un po' i motivi delle stripes sulle chitarre Van Halen.
Tra l'altro stanno molto bene anche tutti e 3, come si vede benissimo in questa foto, non si può dire che non ne prendo uno solo.
Cioè, secondo me, ahimè, sono già finiti perché hanno fatto una collezione di solamente 200 pezzi, un cofanetto in cui potevi comprarli tutti e 3, no? Perché di base
comprare separati,
in tutti e 3 sono caricati i suoni del pacchetto 78-79, ci sono in tutti e 3, e poi a scelta puoi scegliere un altro dei 2 pacchetti, chiaramente avendoli tutti e 3 ce li hai tutti. Bello. Io li ho provati e sono spettacolari, è troppo divertente suonarli perché veramente sono tutti riff che abbiamo tutti nelle mani, perché abbiamo imparato a suonare la chitarra con quelli, almeno noi che siamo giovani da tanti anni, per cui poter avere delle ricreazioni del suono così precise è veramente una figata pazzesca. Per cui complimenti a IK Multimedia per questo. Benissimo. Ci tuffiamo nel
succo,
dove c'è la
tra
ciccia.
l'altro non so se hai notato,
avrete
ho portato
capito
una una bella Ibanez,
una fantastica Ibanez,
ecco, che subito ha dato problemi.
Esatto, cioè, perché Gio l'ha presa, ecco, sarà tipo 71-72 l'ha presa e l'ha collegata oggi però per la prima volta, per cui si è reso conto oggi che
in tema Ibanez
c'è un po' da disossidare l'elettronica.
Ma quella più bellina, guardatela lì.
Questa qui,
guardatela qua,
poi entreremo nel dettaglio, però per adesso, visto che oggi l'ospite è internazionale, lanciamo la sigla di Guitar Superstar. Eccoci qui!
Eccoci
ragazzi! Lari Basilio in studio con noi, live in carne ed ossa. Ma cosa stiamo diventando qui a Te la spacco con la chitarra? Dove siamo arrivati? Veramente nel paradiso dei chitarristi. E oggi abbiamo con noi veramente una delle regine della chitarra attuale, Lari Basilio. Lari, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you guys
for
having me.
It's such a pleasure.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
We've been so lucky that you're going to perform in Milan tonight.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We can't wait to play here. Yeah.
This is your first time in Milan, right?
Yeah, with a show. Yes.
Yes.
We did a clinic in the past.
Yeah, remember?
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Yes.
And we're so looking forward to the show tonight.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
This is not your first tour in Italy because you've been here like a couple of years ago.
Yes, exactly.
But now Milan, you're conquering Milan today. So, per cui ragazzi, questa sera a Legend a Milano c'è Lari Basilio, siete ancora in tempo a beccarvi un biglietto, per cui accorrete perché, come avrete visto già dal primo video che abbiamo mandato, Lari è una chitarrista di serie A, ma veramente top della classifica, per cui dovete assolutamente venire a vederla. Noi ovviamente ci saremo. So, we are very curious about how you started playing guitar, because now everybody knows you. You're such a great player, a top-class player. As I told you, your last album is on heavy rotation in my car for months, and I really love it. But we want to know, when did you start playing guitar and why?
Everything started regarding music at home with my dad. My dad is a very musical guy, so my dad taught me my first chords on an acoustic guitar. But even before that, I had organ lessons at home. So my mom and my dad, they hired a private organ teacher to teach me my first little notes on organ. I was about 4 years old, so I started really early. And later, my dad, he saw my interest because he was playing acoustic guitar around the house all the time. And he saw my interest because I was always nearby him and watching him play. And then he just, started teaching me some chords, my first chords. And I guess I fell in love with the instrument. And I stopped the organ lessons and just stayed with the guitar,
So you started with an acoustic or classical guitar?
Classical, yeah.
Okay.
Both acoustic and classical guitar.
Okay. But was it a regular size or a shorter scale?
Regular size. It was difficult.
It's hard,
Small hands. But I think it was good. I mean, I was having fun since the beginning. It was all about the fun. I just had so much fun. Picking up the guitar and playing.
Were you playing your local music? Because we have to tell people that Lari è brasiliana. São Paulo, right?
São Paulo, yes.
So Brazilian music has a strong accent, let's say, strong image. So did you start with local music, or? Actually,
a little bit because of the things that my dad taught me. There was a little bit of Brazilian music on it, but I didn't study it much deep. Brazilian music, I should say. But I think naturally, from everything that I listened to in Brazil and growing up there with the music, of course, I have everything in my DNA, I would say, and somehow it comes out in my music in different ways. I should say that.
So you've always been supported playing guitar.
Yes, absolutely.
Because a question that we usually do to all our guests are
the questions.
Because this name of the show, Te la spacco con la chitarra, means I'm gonna smash you that guitar. That is a typical phrase that our mothers used to tell us when we didn't study or something like that. We just played guitar, so I'm gonna smash you that guitar. So I don't think you ever heard that phrase from at least from your parents, right?
They were very supportive since the beginning. As I said, they were the ones that put me. They pushed me to get, music lessons with organ, and my dad taught me my first chords, and then I moved to get some guitar lessons with some private teachers from my hometown, São Paulo. But at the same time, I feel that there was a little bit of concern if I would do it professionally or not. I think it's important to listen to the parents. Their advices are so valuable for our lives, for sure. I believe some of you guys know that I'm also a lawyer in Brazil. So it means that I went to law school in Brazil because my dad is also a lawyer. My mom went to law school as well. We have a family of lawyers and musicians, so.
Yeah, so of course your parents say, okay, I don't know what about music, but lawyer is a very good job. So go for it.
Yeah, but both my parents, they were very supportive in both sides, law and music. And they're still very supportive. So yeah, they're awesome. Dad, Mom,
the other people,
love you. Sorry?
The other people break the guitar.
Oh, yeah.
No other people try to break your guitar.
No, the other people. No.
There's a funny story that my dad, he during law school, during tests, during the time of the tests and exams, my dad would listen me playing the guitar in my room.
So and she's not studying.
Exactly. he would get a little bit concerned. Yeah. Oh my God, was she gonna make it? But everything worked. I finished my law school. I got my, the bar license. Yeah.
He's all right.
Yeah, so everything went well.
You became a good lawyer and a great guitar player, so you accomplished to anything you decided to do. That's great. They can't say anything. They can't say anything. But then when did you switch from acoustic/classical to electric guitar, and why? What did you listen forcing you to switch?
Yeah, I think there was, rock distortion that really led me to electric guitar. It was about, I should say 12, 13 years old when I first had like a contact with the electric guitar. I just wanted to grab something with the distortion and feel, because that was what really attracted me to the guitar, I think, in the first place. And I grew up playing guitar at church a lot. And church, we have contact with so many different instruments and people that know more than you. So I learned so much from everyone that was around me at the time. So yeah, I think it was around that age, and that's how it happened. Yeah.
But in Brazil, in church, do you usually play acoustic guitar, or it's like in the US where they have actual bands performing in church?
Yeah, we have actual bands. Yeah,
because in Italy, guitar is too outrageous.
I know.
You couldn't play an electric guitar in church in Italy, but we have the Pope, You have to understand. But actually, I heard that, for example, in the US, a lot of people started playing because they wanted to join a church band.
Yeah.
It's way more exciting than going to church in Italy. Absolutely.
We have some churches that are like this in Brazil as well, but we also have like full bands and,
Great.
And I think that was my case, I was very, excited to see all of that happening, and really sparked the interested about music even more in me. Going to church and seeing all of that happening.
And which one was your first pagan band?
Domanda indiscreta questa.
So out of church band.
Okay.
Unholy band.
I listened to, Iron Maiden, classic AC/DC, Rush, all of this stuff,
Rush?
Yeah.
We know Rush are a very fresh news because Anika joined them.
How
and
amazing.
We're so happy for her.
Oh my gosh.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm so excited for her.
She's amazing.
She's incredible. Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Actually, she's what you represent for guitar, she is for drums. So a top player.
She's killer, absolutely. And I'm sure she's going to kill it in the gig. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, I hope to catch them live at some point.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely. So when did you make up your first band as LARI BASILIO? When did you do it?
I was always writing, little pieces of music, and I knew at some point I wanted to do an instrumental original work. And it was very naturally, yes, this thing of, write instrumental songs, because sometimes it's not that usual. But for me, it happened naturally because of the things that I grew up listening. My heroes, Joe Satriani, Stevie Vai, Andy Timmons, all of these guys. And then when I noticed, and I didn't have the habit, of learn other people's songs.
Okay.
I would rather,
No
try
covers.
to write.
I want to do my own stuff.
Try to write my own stuff. And when I saw, I already had, lots of pieces of music. And at some point, I know that I would want to release my own original music. And back in 2012, I released my first EP, with original music, 5 songs. And then everything started from there. Yeah.
So something was happening. So you started doing clinics and performances around?
Exactly. Yeah. I started in Brazil, traveling all around the country, and then we started, to expand. And then I moved to LA, and I kept recording my albums, and I have, I guess, 5 albums now. I guess so, yeah.
So the first one you recorded in LA was Far More?
Exactly.
Far More has been done in LA already.
Exactly,
in LA.
yeah.
So that's where you started also hiring top-class musicians,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So you had, here is Far More.
Yep.
You had Vini Colaiuta on drums. And
exactly. This album, Vini Colaiuta on drums, Nathan East on bass, Greg Fillingames keyboards. We also have very special guest, Joe Satriani, in one track.
Yes.
Ma di cosa stiamo parlando?
Yeah. I think we have a picture of you and Joe Satriani as well. Maybe they're gonna look for it.
Awesome.
And I don't know if it was during the recording or during a concert, Joe concert or something.
That picture, it was at his guitar camp, G4 experience in Palm Springs, California. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, Joe is one of my heroes, a huge inspiration. Phenomenal player, of course, everyone knows that.
Did he physically come to the studio to record his solo?
No, unfortunately not. He was in tour. This is a picture from the Your Love recording. Yeah, with Vinny, Sean Hurley, Esther Nam, a good friend that played keys, and Don Murray, the engineer for the session.
Yeah. So this one, of course, Your Love, that is 2022, right?
2000. Oh my God, I'm so bad with dates. Sorry, but yes, I guess so. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
We're
here
25.
is Your Love.
Yeah. Your Love. Exactly. We also have Lee Scalar on this album as well, playing bass. Yeah.
And the last one, Redemption.
Yes.
2025.
Yes.
The lineup is Vinny on drums.
Yes.
You have a subscription with him. Okay. You're gonna be hit there. And there is
Vinny
a
on
cover.
drums. Yep. Sean Hurley on bass, and Lee Scalar on bass as well, and my good friend Mari Jacinto, who is a Brazilian as well, on keyboards.
That's great. I think we have another song, another video from Redemption.
Cool.
So, prego regia. Wow.
Fantastico, che sound.
Grazie guys.
And that was a new chapter.
Yes.
Another song from Redemption album. Ragazzi, dovete assolutamente prenderlo questo disco perché avete già sentito questi due brani, sono favolosi. Poi ve ne faremo ascoltare un altro durante Ferri del Mestiere, però veramente
Redemption.
questo album è spettacolare. Lari tecnicamente a livello espressivo migliora sempre di più come un buon vino in ogni disco e adesso ha raggiunto dei livelli veramente, secondo me, super top. I'm saying you were such a bad player. So now we have a different part inside our show where we give away something, but because giving away is always a very good thing. We love to do it. So we launch the song and then we're gonna explain you what's going on.
Okay.
Quiz. Okay, here we are.
Il quizzone.
So, quiz is a part where we let the people listen to a very, very, very small part of a song, a guitar part, of course, maybe the beginning or a solo note or something like that. Pretty famous.
Iconic part.
Yeah, very iconic. And the fastest one getting it and typing on the chat during our live streaming gets a license of the software that me and Joe are using for this show. It is our sponsor for this part of the show.
Yes.
That is Overloud. It's an Italian company making this software called THU. They were so kind to create a version just for Rocker TV.
Wow.
There is THU Rocker TV. That is the basic version plus a number of amps, cabinets, and effects that are good to play metal, rock, and all this stuff, you know. So we're gonna share our license with the winner every week. So unfortunately, last week they got it. Yeah, it was Blackout from
Blackout.
Scorpions.
Yes.
Today is pretty easy. In fact, I just
very
put
easy,
very first small chord, and I think it's enough. It's very important if the guest gets it. You don't have to scream it, otherwise, of course, it's not valid anymore. A voi a casa, diciamo, siccome avete sempre questi nickname particolari, se vedete che siete i primi a rispondere nella chat,
Fatevi riconoscere.
Scrivete a sebo@rockertv.it oppure a joe@rockertv.it, così potrete avere ciò che avete meritato. Ma adesso andiamo ad ascoltare il brano misterioso.
Dai.
Prego.
Cioè, già solo una nota.
How nice we are. Prego, ancora. Anche la chitarrina sotto che ti fa capire. Una terza volta. Ok.
Va bene.
We all got it. Okay.
Andiamo tutti nel sangue, in the blood.
Yeah, it's something in every guitar player DNA. Come on. Ok, allora possiamo proseguire. Now we go over to the next part of the show, that is guitar gear. Guitar gear, and of course we want to talk about your guitar, your stuff and everything.
Awesome.
So, sigla! Ed eccoci qua.
La nostra rubrica
magicamente è apparsa la chitarra nelle mani di Lari Basilio. Si tratta della sua Ibanez Signature e adesso andremo a chiedere proprio a lei un po' di curiosità su questa chitarra. Ok, this is your Ibanez Signature guitar.
Yes.
This is the third color Ibanez released because before that we had the white one and the very first one was the purple one because you love the purple color. So please tell us how this relationship with Ibanez started and which ones are the specs you wanted to have on your signature guitar.
So yeah, I've been working with Ibanez for a few years now, and of course, I knew Ibanez, since the beginning. Dream about Ibanez guitars, looking at the website back home in Brazil, and watching my guitar heroes play Ibanez guitars. So for me, it's a dream come true to have a signature guitar with such legendary brand as Ibanez. So this is the Ibanez LB1. This is the black one. I'm so in love with this guitar, and ever since I got the first prototype, first chord that I played felt like home, so I couldn't put this guitar away. And it's very a very inspiring instrument to me. There's so many features that I love about this guitar. Of course, Ibanez gave total freedom to choose everything that I wanted. And after many years playing, different instruments, I knew exactly what I wanted for my signature instrument. And this instrument pretty much sums it. So it has an ash body. The roasted bird's eye maple neck, just so
very nice.
Beautiful, yeah. And the fretboard as well. One of my favorite features of this guitar is the compound fretboard radials, 9 to 12, which makes the guitar really comfortable to play. It's amazing. It also features my signature pickups from Seymour Duncan.
Yes,
Seymour Duncan.
Yeah, that we developed together, especially for this guitar. And I love so much the dynamic switch, because with all of this together, we have like 9 different tones combinations. So it's a very versatile guitar. I just love it so much. So Godot, bridge, and locking tuners, so we can, play around with it.
Pickup models did you inspire to create
Sai
your
che
signature
è la stessa
pickups?
domanda che avrei voluto fare io. A che cosa assomigliano?
So yeah, I really wanted the classic neck sound for like a T-style guitar.
Okay.
But I wanted to have like more body and definition with a little bit, of the vintage tone.
Okay.
So yeah, with Seymour Duncan, we were able to. The amazing people. They got exactly what I wanted and translated it to this pickups. With the bridge, I needed a humbucker for the heavier things that I like to play, so I needed a humbucker in my signature guitar. A lot of punch, definition, that's what I need. And not too bright. I don't like the humbucker being too bright.
Okay.
So, and in the middle, I wanted something to bring more versatility to the guitar. So it's this pickup, it has like the sound of a middle pickup of a S-style guitar.
Okay.
So it's a great combination. It's a very well balanced set.
But
and
of course, you wanted the same size of the neck one.
Yes.
So with the poles, but same size. Otherwise, it would be
exactly.
not.
Yeah,
nice.
and they did it with this awesome style, T-style.
Yeah.
Open with the top open. So it looks awesome as well.
I have to say the gold hardware and pickups on your guitars are really classy on all the colors you picked so far. So purple, black, and white are all great. That's a jewel.
Yeah, exactly.
A real jewel.
I love it too. So yeah.
Are those jumbo frets?
Yeah,
Stainless
jumbo,
steel, of course.
Yes. Super comfortable to play. Easy. And it's a little bit. The neck's a little bit more round here, and
Yes.
flat.
Yes.
It gets flatter up here, so easier to solo here, easier to play chords.
Great.
Yeah.
So you used this guitar to record all Redemption album?
Yes. This is the guitar that I use on all the tracks to do lead and to play rhythm guitars, except 7, the track 7, that I use a 7-string. Yeah, it was the Ibanez AZ7.
Oh, the AZ7.
Exactly.
You gotta be AZ.
Exactly.
Okay.
I love the AZ line, the AZS line. It's awesome. It's amazing. They pretty much hit this guitar. So as I said, it's a pretty versatile guitar, and I can do really one thing. I can really do anything with this guitar, any of my songs. And I feel that I needed
vediamo in schermo.
really an instrument that would serve me and my music, so this instrument covers everything that I need.
Yeah, actually, AZ guitars are really, really super versatile.
Yeah,
I
it's
can tell
amazing.
because me too, I'm using the AZ, of course.
Beautiful.
And I love the dynamic switch as well.
Yeah.
They're really
Ecco quella
comfortable to
bianca.
play. They're great guitar. The real concept of the super strat.
Exactly.
Being in the strat area, not being too aggressive, too modern, too metal, so we love Ibanez.
Yes,
That's
we
a
do.
problem we have.
All Ibanez.
But
Beautiful.
you don't have a deal just with Ibanez. You also have a deal with LANI amplifiers, right?
Exactly. Yes, been working with LANI, playing the Lionheart for so many years now. Not only the Lionheart. The Lionheart is probably the amp that I use the most, that I carry with me everywhere. Play my live shows with the Lionheart, clinics. But in the studio, I also use the Ironheart, the Cub Super Top. They have some amazing pedals as well. They have now the Lionheart, the loud pad in a version
with
of
a
pedal.
power amp.
Exactly,
included.
amazing.
Yes.
They have some amazing stuff. I love the Secrets pedal reverb.
Yes.
Which is from Black Country Customs, that is part of LANI as well. So yeah, I love the amps very much. I think that it's an amazing platform. The Lionheart especially, it's an amazing platform for pedals. It takes pedals really well. And
it has a power that lets you actually use the amp in its proper volume range.
Absolutely. I agree.
Because nowadays having a 100 watt head, it's impossible to use unless you're playing it in a stadium.
Exactly.
But for smaller venues like clubs or clinics, it's the best power, get the best tone from those amps.
It's great.
That's great.
I love
But talking about pedals, you also have another deal with GHS pedals, right?
Yes.
You have purple pedals.
Yes,
So
I do.
I think we have a picture of your fills.
Yes, this is the
violet.
Yeah.
And this is a distortion pedal.
Yes.
Right?
Overdrive distortion. Yeah.
Okay.
It gets the best of both worlds. You can hit distortion levels and also overdrive sounds if you want to.
Is there any difference or just the color?
Just the color.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have both on my pedal board, because I use different settings.
Yes.
For live shows, I have the violet set as lower gain and the black one as the high gain.
Okay.
High gain.
So for all those people having to decide, should I get an overdrive or a distortion pedal? This one,
it covers it all.
Everything. Yeah,
exactly.
That's great.
Yeah. So sorry, go ahead.
That was your pedal board, actually.
Yes.
So, regia, se possiamo rivedere quella pedaliera di poco fa.
Yeah, that's my current pedal board.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have both of the violets there.
Yes.
So what's cool about the violet is, for me, when it comes to overdriving distortion, I love having like full control of the EQ, and especially the mid range of the pedal.
Yes.
And what's cool about this pedal is that Josh and JHS, they placed the mid control before the distortion circuit, which allows you to control even more the frequencies.
That frequency,
yes,
that's great.
Exactly.
Yeah, and actually on the top left, we can see the reverb from Black Country Custom.
Exactly,
yes.
Yeah. Right to the right, we have the delay Genai,
yes.
Analog tap tempo. Another delay flashback,
yes.
Flashback from TC. The tuner, Polytune. The black one to the right is the vice grip, the compressor from Seymour Duncan. And the other purple pedal is the Morning Glory from JHS as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It's an overdrive pedal.
In a purple version just
exactly.
for you. That's great. So a lot of stuff that you used on Redemption as well.
Yes,
right?
Yes. All the lead tones, high gain, distortion, I recorded with the LB1, the violet pedal, and the Lionheart from LANI. Yeah, that's the combination.
Clean channel.
Yeah, clean channel. Yeah,
wow,
exactly.
That's great.
Yeah.
So I think it's time to listen to another song from Redemption.
Awesome.
Okay, The Way Home.
Yeah,
is that okay?
Awesome. Cool. Yeah.
Prego, regia.
altro pezzone strepitoso, ragazzi.
Dopo questo terzo pezzo di Redemption, ormai ve l'abbiamo fatto sentire quasi tutto, dovete assolutamente accattarvelo. La cosa migliore qual è? Andare questa sera a Milano al Legend, così potrete acquistare il CD direttamente lì e farvelo anche autografare. Se non siete vicino a Milano non c'è problema, perché nei prossimi giorni Lari sarà a Villafranca di Verona, poi sarà a Prato e a Troffarello al Peoccio, per cui ci sono altre 3 date italiane oltre a quella di stasera.
Tra l'altro dovremmo avere anche la locandina con tutte le date. Adesso la regia
riesce a trovarci la locandina. We have your remaining tour dates to show to the people, because we're going to play in Verona, Villafranca di Verona, maybe tomorrow, I guess.
Di tutta Europa.
Ecco, perché se non sono date in tutta Europa.
Vicini, magari siete più vicini in un altro posto di europeo, chi lo sa.
Però non perdetevi questa occasione. Stasera Milano, domani Villafranca, poi ci sarà Prato e Troffarello in provincia di Torino. Ok? Molto bene, ragazzi. Noi ancora siamo increduli di poter avere Lari in studio con noi oggi, ma andiamo adesso in quella che è l'ultima rubrica, cioè le grandi pagine della chitarra, perché anche lì abbiamo qualcosa di succulento da dirvi, sempre riguardo a Lari. Prego, regia. Rieccoci qui. Allora, come sapete, in questa rubrica noi di solito facciamo recensioni di biografie di musicisti o parliamo di metodi dei chitarristi, degli ospiti che abbiamo in studio. Nel nostro caso, Lari non ha un metodo cartaceo in giro, ma ha qualcosa di super interessante che potete trovare direttamente sul suo sito laribasilio.com.
Neanche far la fatica di uscire di casa e andare a comprare il libro, lo trovate proprio sul vostro PC.
Perché Lari sul suo sito mette in vendita senza nessun problema tutte le tablature di tutti i dischi che ha fatto finora, Far More, Your Love e Redemption, tutte le tablature rigorosamente trascritte, ma non solo, anche le basi originali per suonarci sopra con la vostra chitarra, ma non solo, non solamente senza chitarra, ma ci sono le basi senza tastiera, le basi senza batteria o le basi senza basso, cioè, per far divertire qualunque musicista. Complete. I explained what's going on your website. Awesome. I think this is the very first time I hear a musician selling backing tracks for every instrument.
Exactly.
So bass players, keyboard players and drummers can enjoy playing, because of course you have a top class musicians in your band. So every drummer would like to play as Vinny did on your records, or maybe making their own versions on that. So it's a very great idea. And of course, together with all your very accurate guitar tabs, that's really great. So, per cui ragazzi, dovete andare sul sito e vedere tutto questo ben di Dio. Io ovviamente ho ceduto, non ho ancora preso Redemption, ma gli altri li ho tutti, tablature, basi, tutto quanto, perché insomma ci vogliono. Ecco. Poi quando ascolti Lari non puoi non innamorarti di questo modo di suonare così di classe, così perfetto, preciso, espressivo. È una chitarrista, l'avete già sentito in questi brani. Ma adesso vi vogliamo far ascoltare un altro brano di Lari dell'album precedente, proprio la title track, che si intitola Your Love, un brano che io adoro particolarmente. Per cui ascoltiamo questo brano e poi ci salutiamo, ok? Your Love. Eccoci qui.
Oh, anche questo grande pezzone, ragazzi.
Non potevamo finire meglio che con Your Love, un brano fantastico, veramente. Bellissimo. Così dovete andare a prendervi anche Your Love, l'album precedente, e poi dite vabbè, ho questi due, devo prendere anche il primo, Far More, per cui e questa sera a Milano potrete fare tutto ciò, per cui della serie ci vediamo lì, e chi viene stasera deve venire a trovarci e dire oh, io ho visto la puntata oggi, io c'ero, ok?
Io c'ero. Bellissimo, ma quanto è bravo Sebo, ragazzi.
So Lari, thank you so much, it's been such an honor for us having you. Of course we're gonna be at the concert tonight.
Awesome.
Enjoying your music live.
Awesome. Thank you guys for having me. It's such a pleasure. So nice to be here talking to you. Thank you so much, Rocker TV, Mario, everyone from Rocker TV, and you guys. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Keep inspiring a lot of guitar players as you're doing now. That is very important for our favorite instruments.
Yes.
Te la spacco con la chitarra, Lari Basilio.
Grazie.
Alla prossima.
Grazie.
Ciao.
Ciao ciao.